Onawangna Primawasti Kaing Iwang Pancati
This strange experience happened in Klaten around 2011, a small town near Yogyakarta, Indonesia. The story is told by Mrs. Retno, a religious teacher who lives near the Klaten Islamic Hospital. The incident was experienced by his own neighbor. One day, Mrs. Retno's neighbor went to a night market which coincidentally was open in a field in her village. The road from her house to the field had to pass through a quiet plantation area, where there was a tree that was known to be very haunted. At that time, Mrs. Retno was talking to some people in the village beside him, regardless of the child he was carrying. After walking far and past the haunted tree in the village, he remembered his son and looked back. But the child was gone. He was very shocked and tried to find his son, but was not found. Finally, some villagers also helped him look. They looked for the child in the market, along the roads, gardens, and also the houses of his friends, but were nowhere to be found. Mrs. Desai had given up and could only hope to God to return her child. About 3 days later, Mrs. Desai was very surprised when she opened the locked wardrobe door in her room. She found her son was curled up silently in the cupboard. Mrs. Desai was very grateful and confused. How could her child be in the cupboard that she locked? In the end, people gathered and asked what had happened. The child told what had happened to him. In the night when he came back from the night market and passed the big haunted tree, he saw nearby also there was a crowd like a night market, when in fact near the tree everything was just a garden and no one lived there at all. There was a woman who called a child that was to play. He was invited to play by several people who he considered friendly and kind and all. Mrs. Desai's child was invited to go to malls, restaurants, and other places that she had never visited in her life. Moreover, she was only a villager far from urban areas. The child was also told to eat luxurious foods that she had never eaten, such as pizza, burgers, pastries, steaks, sandwiches, and others that actually make him confused and refuse to eat these foods. It is necessary to know, in Javanese belief, if a human is lost in the supernatural, and he is offered food by the inhabitants of that nature, and eats it, then that person will never be able to get out of that realm. Unfortunately, by chance, Mrs. Desai's child refused to eat all of it because she had never eaten it. Suddenly, the good people at the place got angry at Mrs. Desai's children because they always refused the food they were given. They shouted and scolded Mrs. Desai's children, saying, "If you don't want to eat, hurry back there." And that's when it was surprising the child finds himself in a cupboard at his home, and is found by his mother. The child feels that he is in a nature where he is lost for only a moment, but in the real world he has been missing for 3 days. In villages in Indonesia, there are so many strange events like this that I will probably tell you another time. Enjoy our next story.